It's week 6 of the NFL. And we'll see the rookie from Pitt, Kenny Pickett. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Packers and the Jets, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Gone alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 23 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jets are a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have a Jets first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now Elliott fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Nick Folk for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers. So that's Kenny Pickett.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to the 43, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Slant to Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 13 yards, first down Packers. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10 from the gun. They'll try to run it. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing is Rodgers. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the rushing numbers tell a different story. They really couldn't get a whole lot going on the ground. And the evidence? The numbers. These 2 teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. They start on the ground with Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers over the middle, complete. That's more. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. Draw play, Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tommy Tremble, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action, Pickett. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Pickett. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. He hits Adams complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Lambeau. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Inside give to Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run it with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Pickett sets up play action. He's got Smith here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. No choice, Charles, but to go for it right there. And that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get. So you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. looking to throw again on second down. Pickett, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they really shredded the game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Pickett now on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown. Breece Hall, an 18-yard touchdown grab. Pickett will try to throw for this. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again to Elliott. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2nd and 3 from the 9. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Rodgers looking to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams. For 4 yards out. The Jets have opened their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down. Pickett. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll throw again with Pickett. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate. Rock and roll, baby.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really